from tweets. So hopefully that makes sense. And next we need to we're gonna have to put a while statement in here, and this is just kind of a little safeguard. I was talking about it earlier, how you could wait for something on the page to load. Sometimes this little black bar up here will show up first, but the rest of the page takes a second to load, a few seconds sometimes. So if you put a little while statement in here that searches for something on the page, then it won't continue. The script won't continue until something's appeared on here. So what we'll do is say while, and the qualifier placeholder will be, you can do, let's see, it's search page, and then you say what do you want to search for, and we're going to put what's happening. So once this appears, then we know that the page is loaded, and the script will continue. And if that's not there, then what we'll do is delay the page. So we'll put just a 3-second delay in, and it'll keep looking for that every 3 seconds basically. And then once it does find it, it'll continue on with the script. So the last thing we chose, you can see up here, was choose by attribute calls 20. So once that is chosen, we can go ahead and tell it to change chosen attribute. Sorry, over here, change chosen attribute. It should have been on here. Nope, that was right. Change chosen attribute, and we'll say the value, and the new value is going to be list item. I'm just going to pull up another screen, and we're going to say from tweets, and we'll say for the position we'll do an eval, and then we'll say it's going to ask for an expression, so we're going to have to put in our random tweet variable, and then we need to do -1, which is why we're doing the eval, because this is going to end up being a math function. It has to do with zero-based numbers, but so if you take away 1, then you'll never get the end of your list error that sometimes pops up if you don't do this. So backing up just a little bit, we're looping our total list of tweets. We're going to navigate to Twitter. We're going to choose this by its attribute. If randomize equals true, then it's going to run through the randomized tweeting process. Otherwise, what we need to do is set up the regular if it's not randomized. What are we going to do? So for that, we'll do the same while command, and actually we can just copy that down. So let's say while, copy, search page, delay 3 seconds, yep, and then we can say change chosen attribute, which actually we'll click in here, change chosen attribute, and we'll say value, and this time we're going to do it a little different. We're going to say, sorry, variable constants, we're going to say list position is the position to be used, and that's going to return the list item, and it's going to be from tweets, and what position is going to be 0, so it's always going to take the last position in the list here. So we say okay, so that'll take them sequentially off the list, and then right after that you put remove from list. So we go action commands, remove from list, variable commands, remove from list, and then tweets, and which position 0. So that'll take it off of the top of the list, and then the subsequent one will be at the top of the list the next time this cycles through. And I think I forgot to do this on the last one. Yes, I did. So we'll come back up here, and after choose by attribute and all that, we will say remove from list. And this one's going to be a little bit differently. It's going to be tweets, and which position is again going to be, we're going to have to do another eval. So, excuse me. Eval, and then we'll say random tweet. And then again -1. And that'll give us the same current tweet, whatever tweet that we just tweeted, the random one that we just did. It's going to take it out of that position from the list and remove it. And that's what we want. So that'll put that in there. And if it's a straight one coming sequentially, if the randomize isn't checked, then we know it'll do the else statement, which will do the while, wait for the what's happening to load, delay 3 seconds if it's not, and it'll keep doing that until it sees it. And then change chosen attribute. We'll basically put our tweet in here, and then it'll remove it from the list. So next I'm going to put a so we're done with this, with the if statement. So now we'll go action commands, click chosen, and what that's going to do is I just go in here and do it. Click chosen. And what that's going to do is it's basically just going to click in here, because when this page loads, this little tweet here isn't viewable. You can't see it until you actually click in here. So it'll paste your tweet in here, but that won't be visible if you don't actually click inside the box of the JavaScript function. So we'll get that to click in there, and then we're going to select this, choose by attribute, and then we'll choose it by inner text, which will be tweet. Say OK, and then we'll do click chosen again, and then we'll do a wait finish to let the page finish loading. And then lastly, after each time this runs, we want to save it back into the file so that if for some reason our bot crashes or something, we'll be able to not duplicate tweets that we've already done. So after every time this runs, we're going to write it back into a file. So to do that, we'll go save to file, and we'll browse for that file again, tweets. We'll say yes. It's going to put it in there, and then content is going to be tweets. So we'll do insert list tweets. So it's going to put all the remaining tweets. We've already removed the one that we just posted in that last loop, and now it's getting written back in here. Actually, I believe this all should still be inside of the loop. So let's see. Yeah, the loop is there. So after each loop, this all needs to run. So this should all be just inside of the loop. Otherwise, it would run after every tweet had been posted, and it's not what you want in case the program crashes. So now we're all inside of the loop, and that should be it. So we'll give it a test, and we'll see if this works. Now I forgot to add the how often minutes portion. So real quick, after we do the save file, we'll say put a delay in here, and this will be kind of interesting. Let's see, delay, and then we want to say how many seconds. So we'll do a math here, eval, which is basically just means you're evaluating some kind of a mathematical expression. And then down here we'll say insert variable post frequency, which you'll see over here it says how many seconds, but on the program we said we want to do it in minutes. It's a little more reasonable, so we'll just take whatever the user enters, the post frequency, and we'll multiply that by 60. So if they put a 3 in there, it'll actually, or say they put a 10 in there, it'll multiply it by 60 and then say every 600 seconds. So that's the expression to do that. As a little trick that I like to do, you can do 0.1. So you can see the math will be every 6 seconds it'll post a tweet, and I'm just doing that for demo. If I was using this actual, just letting the bot stand alone, I'd change this to a whole number, probably 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. But that's basically it. Give this a shot here and see if it runs or if I messed anything up. So it's logging us out. Now it's going to log us back in. So there it just logged us back in. And now it's going to run through the tweet process. And now it's delaying. I don't know if that happened. It looks like it's kind of slowing down. Just doing it again. Third tweet. Looks like the first one may have errored out, but the second one worked. So we can open up the file now. Oh, I forgot, I didn't clear the list. Common thing to do here. Let's stop this. Because I put the list in after I started building this, I always forget to go back and put a clear list. Clear list basically says each time you run the script, if you add something to a list, it's going to continue to be added onto the list, and you'll see this file started out as just first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth tweets, and then every time when it just wrote it back, it's because I've ran this like 4 or 5 times, so it's it just adds onto the list in memory inside of Ubot, so you have to add these on. So we'll put fourth back in there. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth tweet. We'll save that, and let's try running this again and see what happens. We'll go ahead and delete that the last 2 tweets. Yes, let's delete them. Delete, yes. Okay, let's give this a shot. It says I have 0 tweets right now, and play. It's going to log us out. It's happening, you just can't see it off on the side of the page. But it logged us out. Now it's just logged us back in. Now it's already sees what's happening, so it just posted the first one. That was pretty quick, you may not have seen it. Nice. Second tweet. Submitted. So you can see first, third, fifth, sixth. So put the second and the fourth. I think the fourth one, for some reason, it was erroring out. Sixth tweet. And you can see it's first, third, fifth. Fifth tweet. It's going to run through, save it back to the file. First, third, so the fifth one got removed. Third tweet's the only one left. It's putting that in now. So you can see it randomized it. Did it for me every 6 seconds. I would normally do this by the minute, otherwise you're going to start getting those CAPTCHAs from Twitter. And if I was making this more robust, I could even check to see if that CAPTCHA was on there each page, and then even run that through a CAPTCHA service, so I could just literally let this run and not even have to worry about it. But just wanted to show the simpleness of how quickly you can make a TwitBot. Now you can see all of the tweets are gone, the program stopped running, and it's done. That's it. So hope this helps somebody. Love to hear from you in the forums for bot source, and go to bot-source.com to get more videos, download the source file, and let us know what you think. Alright, thanks.